Welcome to this overview of Anvil's PDF generation API. PDF generation is commonly used for creating invoices, proposals, shipping labels, statements, or reservation confirmations. You can generate new PDFs in two ways, from HTML and CSS, or using Markdown. Use HTML and CSS to generate pixel-perfect documents with complex layouts or to recreate a web page in a PDF format. Markdown is going to be a much quicker and easier way to generate PDFs. It supports minimal styling, such as font size change, as well as basic tables and lists. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. As alluded to, Anvil's PDF generation tool is very customizable. You can adjust the size of your document, the distance between different sections, the look, the feel, the color, the sky's the limit. It's great for generating unique documents like invoices, financial statements, lease agreements, tickets, and more. Here's a side-by-side look at two PDFs we're going to generate today. One using Markdown and the other using HTML and CSS. We'll do this using Anvil's PDF generation API in Postman. You can also use our Python or Node libraries if you prefer. Regardless if you're generating a PDF using HTML and CSS or using Markdown, you'll need your API key and you'll need to authenticate it. I'm starting with our Markdown to PDF example in Postman. What you're looking at is the API request used to generate the invoice we just saw. There are common elements to both HTML and CSS and Markdown requests, such as the title, type, data payload, and page dimensions. Because Markdown is simpler, there are some basic styling elements like font family, text color, text size, and logo you can specify in your request. Now let's generate our PDF invoice. We'll navigate up here to click send, and you can see our invoice along with the customizations we made to it. Pretty simple and pretty straightforward. Next, we'll take a look at how to generate a PDF using HTML and CSS. This request is a little different. Title and type remain straightforward, but our data payload is going to generate content from HTML, and the styling will be customized using CSS. You can also specify page dimensions and things like margin, but unlike Markdown, because you're doing all your styling in CSS, you'll need to customize your generated PDFs in the CSS section. Let's go ahead and generate our PDF from HTML and CSS, and you'll see many of the CSS elements reflected in this final PDF. So whether you prefer Markdown or using HTML and CSS, you can programmatically generate and customize your PDFs using Anvil's PDF generation API. That's a wrap.